I don't know why I've been fascinated by this idea for a long time. What if the Indian subcontinent never crashed into Asia? As we all know by now, the world used to be a supercontinent or a Pangea, but look at India down here as it breaks off from Antarctica and slowly moves, doesn't even slowly move, it really crashes straight up really fast into Asia. The world was actually pretty recognizable, all things considered, when India still was technically an island. So my question is, what if it was still heading that way? It just headed there a lot slower. A big thing we also have to consider with this is without India crashing into Asia, there is no Himalayan mountains. We would not have the biggest and tallest mountain range in the world. Also, I want to say India looks very blobby right now because it hasn't crashed into the plates up here, the tectonic plates. It isn't at all because I can't really draw in this game. No, this was scientifically proven that it will look like a weird pancake. Let's also suspend our disbelief and make it fun. I put modern day countries on this Indian island. So yeah, there's Pakistan, there's India, there's Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and yes, there is a Sri Lanka down here, even though I don't think that would have been there. Also, several countries just got way more coastline. Actually, for Afghanistan, they now are a coastal nation, so that should make things interesting. Normally in this game, it's a fight between Madagascar and Australia, but there will obviously be a new player involved. I'm going to assume that India is probably going to eat up all these nations, and then from there, I mean, they're pretty safe in the middle. They can start going after Indonesia, they can go after Africa. It could take them a little bit longer to get to Asia. I mean, specifically China. Let's see what happens as the world slowly begins to get their new sea territories. Of course, Pakistan is going to block off India here. Also, Malaysia and Indonesia block them off over here, but that's normal. Oh man, this is looking real weird. That's right, because Sri Lanka is now a player, and immediately we have our first war already. It's Sri Lanka versus India. It'd be crazy if Sri Lanka wins this. Our first death is Guyana, as Venezuela's taking that over. As you can see, I did account for the fact that there are no mountains over here. That doesn't really make much of a difference. It would have made a difference if India wasn't an island, because then India and China could fight directly. Usually the Himalayas keep these two nations from fighting. There still are mountain ranges, so this is going to keep China from attacking Southeast Asia a little bit, and this is going to keep China from attacking Central Asia. Benin was just conquered by Nigeria. Bam, and there goes CAR, the Central African Republic. So India has made their first big move. They took out Sri Lanka. Let's see what they do next. Mali just conquered Niger. Topical. Not topical exactly, but maybe. Real interesting borders coming out of the Congo as they tried to ruin Chad's face. Yeah, Chad's face is disgusting. He's no longer Chad. There goes Bahrain as Iraq has extended a little. Wait, actually, there's a weird fight between Saudi Arabia and Iran. I don't even know what. Maybe Bahrain. I don't know. Nepal and Bhutan technically touch each other in this world because of the sea territories, so they can fight if they want to. I don't see why they would. They should probably be pretty scared of India. And in this moment, India is in the top 10 nations for at least biggest in size. They can get a lot bigger too. Colombia just moved up and conquered Haiti, so now they have a little piece of this island. Croatia was conquered by Bosnia. Of course, there's still several other wars going on in the Balkans. What else is new? Oh, Serbia actually just died. India's got a lot of options for who they want to fight. You know, I'm focused so much on India, but another nation here can unite the subcontinent, unite the the island. I just want to know, in this world, is the Indian subcontinent now considered a continent? I think it is. If we say Australia is a continent, then I think we have to say the Indian continent now too. We literally refer to it as a subcontinent. If it's an island by itself surrounded by water, it is a continent. It's been upgraded. Of course, as always, there's lots of alliances filling out everywhere. One of those alliances being Bangladesh and Bhutan too. Norway fighting over the North Sea against the UK. And there goes Brunei as Malaysia's taking that over. I saw that New Zealand just got an alliance, and it's actually with the Philippines. Although the Philippines needs to worry, Taiwan was taking that northern island. Boom, we got a really weird looking Saudi Arabia. Actually, Saudi Arabia is gone. A really weird looking Arabia. Everyone got territory out of that after the collapse there, and it was actually Qatar that took them out. Some small changes happening in Central America, and North Korea just conquered South Korea. Japan got a piece of South Korea. They're trying to save them. Oh, they are actually fighting. Nepal versus Bhutan. Here we go. Nice little naval battle there for you. Afghanistan looking huge, trying to unite all of Central Asia now. Afghanistan really is in a good spot. They only have to worry about Iran in this situation because India is not a problem anymore, and because of this mountain range, China isn't either. I guess China can do some naval warfare though. Kind of a little bit of a thicker Algeria. Also, we have the Balkans kind of uniting. Romania and Hungary getting at it. Ooh, Finland's having some problems in the north. They don't look recognizable at all. There goes Jordan, who was allied to Egypt. They took out Israel. And now France is heading down into Spain. Wow, Spain they're in a horrible situation. Once France gets around this mountain range, it's pretty much over for them. We also have the Netherlands kind of uniting. They took out Belgium. They didn't get Luxembourg though. Czechia is going after Germany. We've got a nice Cuba as they've conquered Jamaica, and a kind of longer Peru, and Peru's looking to get even longer as they attack Colombia. Interesting. India's decided to ally to Pakistan and Nepal. Bam, there goes Spain. So Portugal's going to get a little bit of extra stuff out of that, and actually so is Morocco getting the south of Spain. Russia once again going after the Baltics, specifically just Latvia though. Got a very big power of Brazil as always coming out of South America. We'll see if they can hold on to that though. Usually it's Chile that gives them trouble. Chile gives everyone trouble because they hide behind this mountain range. Kind of a stronger Iran now. You know, if Iran is not allied to Afghanistan. If both of these two ally though, they have much less to worry about. They don't have to worry about getting into a two-front war as long as that alliance stays together. Now France is going after Portugal, Greece, and Turkey fighting. Oh, with the help of Bulgaria though. Bosnia is trying to extend even more as they go after, is this Kosovo? Yes, and they were trying to fight. Wow, there's not much room to fight though against the Austrians. Interesting Southeast Asian alliance that's happening. Also, we have the Congo getting bigger as they just ate the other Congo. There can only be one Congo. And there goes France again. They're now going after Portugal. France is not holding anything back, but they're having to fight Morocco at the very same time, so maybe that'll slow them down. Weird alliance between China and Japan. Meanwhile, North Korea is allied to Laos and Vietnam and Cambodia down here. Those friends are kind of far away, but I guess it does help you fight China if you need. Africa, again, is beginning to clean itself up even more. Interesting teamwork happening. I wonder if this is to counteract India. This is quite the alliance here. New Zealand, Australia, Indonesia, and the Philippines. They're just sticking together in that corner, I guess. Egypt is fighting Sudan. Egypt had a lot of modern-day Saudi Arabian territory too, though. A pretty good amount, maybe not a lot. Portugal has resisted France for now. We also have Denmark coming in after Iceland. Colombia is now almost completely united Hispaniola. They took out Haiti, and then they took out the Dominican Republic right after that. I was getting confused. They also have pieces of Jamaica and Puerto Rico, and Brazil is now going after Uruguay. Uruguay took a pretty good chunk out of Argentina, or this, wait, no, that's Chile. Argentina's gone. What am I talking about? Greece getting really big, and they might get even bigger. Wow, that is a very beautiful looking Greece. We've got basically the Byzantiums coming back. Pretty thick Georgia too. Oh my goodness, huge fall out of Sweden. I think that was Sweden. Finland conquered Sweden right now. What's happening with Russia? Russia was fighting Georgia. They lost a lot of territory to Georgia. Weirdly, I'm noticing China like kind of confused. It's almost like they don't know what to do without an India here. Oh, finally India's done something. They conquered Bhutan. That gives them a little bit of extra power with that extra city, and a war to kick out Colombia from the Caribbean, or maybe the Caribbean, they're just trying to eat more Caribbean territory because it's just the Bahamas. We've got kind of a North American alliance between the US and Canada up here. Taiwan just conquered the Philippines, so this alliance has gotten a little bit weaker since the last time we saw it. Now France has its sights set on Italy. Oh, there goes Greece, and they got conquered by Libya from the south. Libya came and island hopped their way into the capital. That was pretty crazy. Cyprus got a lot of the Anatolia Peninsula. Now Italy took a piece of Tunisia. Big war for Denmark trying to fight off the UK, just like the Vikings all over again. Mexico's coming down and cleaning up a lot of Central America, I should say. Ooh, look at that thick Panama. Panama actually destroyed Colombia, so they did finally get kicked out. The Bahamas actually became the big power in the Caribbean now, and a new sea territory coming out of Guinea, or they're now going to border Brazil. Brazil was fighting a lot of nations there for a second. Latvia, who survived the invasion of Russia, just took out Estonia. Oh no, I'm sorry, vice versa. Estonia took out Latvia. France, you're trying to fight way too many nations. You gotta chill, France. They are allied to the UK though. Romania is kind of the big power in the Balkans for right now. I guess Slovenia too. You gotta watch this Libyan African power moving up from the south. Jordan looking pretty big as they try to eliminate Iran here. Iran has got some money. Now China's finally doing something. Ooh, a three-front war. Mongolia, Kazakhstan, and Southeast Asia, basically Vietnam. I mean, they are with the help of Japan, but Japan's not able to really do much in the situation. The UAE was just conquered. Yemen has a big chunk. Portugal's almost united Iberia. Now they're moving up into France. Brazil slowly taking chomps and chomps away at fellow neighboring countries. There goes Angola, so the Congo's getting even bigger. And here comes Poland. They just eliminated Ukraine, and they might go after more. Oh, you're after that is not a fun team to be fighting. Belarus and Russia. Okay, somebody did die, but Poland is still around. Okay, so we have a Polish-Estonian alliance, the Polish-Estonian Commonwealth Commonwealth, I guess we could say. Sorry to make Lithuania jealous there. Ooh, Brazil's having trouble against both Bolivia and Chile at the same time. Denmark was just conquered by the UK, so the UK is looking pretty powerful. Not really, actually, but they're trying. Weird, nothing really happening out of North America just yet. Actually, Costa Rica's getting very big. And here goes China. China's now fighting Russia in the east. Now, historically speaking, Russia does not like to fight wars over here. They don't do very well. They don't have a lot of people over here. They don't do good against Japan. China did take out Vietnam. There's still Cambodia left in the Southeast Asia. Oh, never mind. Okay, they're gone. Bangladesh, look at Bangladesh go. Bangladesh took a big bite out of India, and they might get more. The peace deal is now, this is a weird South Asia, that's for sure. Is it even called South Asia anymore? This is just the Indian continent. Feels weird to say, to be honest. I've always wanted to say that, but I always say Indian subcontinent. Poland is getting pretty close to Moscow, and Germany's now gone. They pretty much have been divided just like they were after WW2. Look at Luxembourg get a little bit in at it on that. Okay, Brazil's now back. Brazil's pushed out Chile. The world better watch as China, well, I think China and Russia will both kind of like detour each other. They're both going to kind of keep each other in check. Still, the world's got to watch for this. We still have a very thick Afghanistan, who is actually allied to Kazakhstan, and Kazakhstan might fall. We might be getting some kind of Soviet borders if they take out both these nations. Okay, now they just need to take out Kazakhstan right there, and there it goes. Okay, so very, very Soviet Union of Russia right now. Kind of, not really exactly. They need to take more of Eastern Europe. Lots of wars happening in Africa as, I mean, I don't even know. There's so many different conflicts and alliances. There goes Nigeria, so Chad's looking big. Chad might even get another territory. Russia is #1 by far in terms of size, and it's Canada. China just passed up the USA. India fell a lot because they lost so much territory to Bangladesh, and now Bangladesh is actually fighting Indonesia. Ooh, and Indonesia is being supported by New Zealand and Australia financially. Actually, it's the Solomon Islands that are really spending a lot. And we have Nepal now trying to fight. Madagascar is also in on this. What is exactly going on? Madagascar is fighting India. Meanwhile, Nepal is fighting Bangladesh. Holy crap, Chad's moving really far into Libya. Jordan got even bigger because they just took out somebody. I think it was Cyprus. They took Cyprus's capital. Now Cyprus has been banished to Turkey. Pretty much all of the world is in at least one other alliance. I mean, the whole world's fulfilled with alliances. And Italy just finally conquered Libya. The power of Libya was causing a lot of trouble there too. Slovakia, Romania, Poland remain in Eastern Europe. Also, Switzerland remains for now, but we'll see for how much longer. Nepal was finally conquered. India is looking weaker than ever. Oh no, there goes India. And Bangladesh is also going to conquer Pakistan. Oh, they did take the capital of Pakistan, but Pakistan can run to Africa. Very interesting to see such a big Bangladesh. Romania has unified the Balkans. Let's go. Also, Switzerland's still doing pretty good. They're being saved by the Alps, I think. Bangladesh has finally united. We're going to just say united the continent. Yeah, okay, there it is. Finally united the supercontinent that is, I guess, is it a supercontinent? It's a subcontinent. It's a continent. I don't know what I'm just going to shut up now. Bangladesh has control over this island completely. Man, they're just fighting so many people, though. You got to stop trying to go this way. Ooh, the alliance. Ooh, you might want to ally to New Zealand. There's some fighting happening back here. Bangladesh, yeah, that's the problem. They just have to fight so many different enemies. Oh, is this, I was going to say, is that China supporting you? No, that's just a very small nation. But you know what? All the money counts. Every little bit of money counts. Somehow the USA fell. I don't even know when that happened. I guess they fell to Canada. Canada was feeling threatened by Portugal continuing to push in, so they decided to backstab their only friend. Some nice logic there. It worked for them, though. What am I talking about? Bangladesh is still okay. They don't have full control over their continent, but they kind of do. Bangladesh has become the Australia, basically, of this world. Oh, also, did Indonesia just merge with Australia? I think they did. Oh, Bangladesh just became friends with Australia. Interesting. China still hasn't put down a lot of their revolts. Well, they've put down 2, but not the others. France now once again going after Portugal, even though Portugal's actually allied to Canada now. Okay, well, if you can't beat them, join them. Italy's now getting pushed back by, well, they were, Morocco. Chad is still going. Wow, Chad. Cute. Whoa, Chad. All right, so now Bangladesh once again has their capital, their continent, and capital. South Africa is trying to stop this huge force from continuing to grow. They actually might take out, oh yeah, so you took out Namibia. Chile's looking like they could be fighting soon against Brazil. I can't believe Europe still looks like this. That's kind of crazy. Oh, Russia, it's because Russia's really been allying to a lot of Europe. So they've been really slow to grow. Oh, okay, there's a big war. And it just stopped. Mexico, again, trying to keep the Canadians off their back. Ooh, there it is. This is what I'm saying. Jordan has to go after and fight the North. The problem is they're doing it alone. That's the scary part. Italy's now moving back. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say they look like they were gonna move in on Morocco. Look at these weird, what, who is this? Oh, this is Poland. This is so disgusting. This is horrible to look at. Ooh, now Jordan's going after Big Chad. Australia getting bigger and bigger. Oh man, and Australia looks like, oh my goodness, they're taking a lot out of China. Really loving this Jordan Empire. When do we see that? They're allied to Egypt, so they don't have to worry too much about their, well actually they do. They have to worry about Chad. They have to worry about Russia. They have to worry about China too. Ooh, I think Canada just ate Portugal, and now the Canadians are invading Europe. And now New Zealand was just conquered by Australia. Romania uniting with some people. Very weird South America as Chile controls the south. Brazil's been banished to like Venezuela, and they're also pushing way into the United States territory. Then there's Canada up here, which I don't know. This is just the shapes of things look weird. Not as weird as this shape, but we're not gonna worry about that. If Bangladesh is not careful, they're just gonna get annexed, I think, by Australia or united. I don't know how the UK is still going. Chad is also still going, although they've lost a lot of the southern half to South Africa. Bangladesh has actually made it to the Horn of Africa. This is such an OP alliance right here. These three working together, it's just too much. Australia, the Chinese revolt, and Bangladesh. Jordan and Russia are trying to fight both sides right now. UK is gonna possibly run out of money at some point though. Holy crap, Canada just annexed Russia. Problem is they're losing a lot of that former Russian land. Ooh, and Yellow Bay just united with Australia. So Bangladesh is still around. Chile's got some pretty interesting friends with a lot of the southern hemisphere actually. Oh, there goes Bangladesh. They got united into Chad. Well, this is still gonna be an interesting part of the world that people are gonna have to conquer. Chad did take all of the Italian peninsula and the Balkans. This former Chinese revolt is the #1 nation in terms of land area. Then it's Canada, then it's Chad, then it's Chile. Canada's been using the Arctic Circle up here to like island hop and support their like Russian lands, which they still kind of have some, but not much. What the heck? The world just like literally stopped fighting. What is it? What? Oh, that was weird. That's a couple decades of like pure peace. And now we're doing it again. You guys gotta fight, you know. Maybe they're trying to figure out alliances. And there goes Canada. So now we have Chile taking all of the Americas up. And here goes the Yellow Bay exploding through a lot of Chad territory. Chad's still around, but not that great. Chad really needed to unite with South Africa, but I don't think they're friends, so that's the problem. And there are a lot of naval invasions happening for and on the islands here, the Indian island. There's actually been several naval invasions happening in the Indian Ocean. I guess it's been happening all game, but these are some big ones. And there are two left. We have South Africa and Chile trying their best to fight against whatever came out of China. We'll see if they unite. They need to unite. Would that even be enough? That still would not give Chile enough land power, even though that's not necessarily what this game. Oh, South Africa's gonna go bankrupt. Oh, and so is Chile. They only have 7,000 gold. Oh, you know what? Oh, wait a second. This is gonna be interesting. Everyone's running out of money fast. I don't know who's gonna run out of money fastest. And Chile did just unite with South Africa. That's probably what you had to do. I think Chile just got the. When you not unite, do you add each other's funds into each other? I think that's what happens. Yeah, they just ran out of money. It's over. What a comeback. I don't think I've ever seen Chile win one of these games, and now they've already just crossed straight over, and there goes the Yellow Bay capital. Would have been kind of cool to see a revolt actually win one of these two, though, especially because they started so small, but I love that it was Chile. Finally, a long Chile world where they can control all the coastlines just as they should. Man, that is spicy. Big thanks to my patrons. Destiny, 9,000. Drew needs to pay his taxes. Why am I doing this? John, Denver, I'm the kidnapper, Jack Traven's annoying friends, Inquisitor, Caleb, Australia is real, I am not a paid actor, Luxembourg 5610, Patrick Dye, subscribe to the Mexican 716, become a patron by checking the description down below.